Hi, welcome to my video. This hopefully is going to show you how to fix a problem on a Renault Scenic. This is a 1.9 DCI. The code I had, I think, was DF652, and a message coming up here saying check injection, and the car going into limp mode. Basically, again, using my favourite auto scan tool, plugged it in. This told me what was doing, that it was the DF652 fault code, and also this unit told me that the Upstream Turbine Temperature Sensor was open circuit or faulty. I did some live data, and whenever I did the live data on the screen, it was showing me a constant 396 degrees Fahrenheit, which I think is probably just the upper range when the sensors open circuit or out of limits. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did. So you're going to have to get a new sensor, obviously, and I'll show you what the sensor looks like. So this is the sensor in question. Because it's a temperature sensor, basically what we've got on the end here is what essentially is a thermocouple probe. Okay, so this sits into the exhaust stream. It doesn't look like that actually. It looks, 2 seconds, get the right orientation. It looks like that. Okay, so this probe basically screws straight into the back of the exhaust manifold on the car, upstream of the cat. So basically just on the outlet of the turbo. This is just the wire that comes with it. I snipped the wire off to make it easier, and I'll show you why in a minute. So this is the plug that goes on the end of it. So that obviously the wire went something like this with the wire inside it. Now the problem is this is a 14mm nut on the end, so you'll need a 14mm tool to get on there, and when this wire is on the end of it, you can't get a 14mm ring spanner, won't fit over that plug. So unless you're going to deep in the plug or cut the wires like I did, you'll struggle to get a 14mm ring spanner on here. So you'll be left to try and do it with a open spanner, and you can see there where it's chewed it, because it's quite soft actually. This is where it's been slipping. So what you're going to need is a tool called a crow's foot, which is this type of assembly. Okay, and that can slide over with the wire and get you around, because obviously you can't put a socket on the back of it. Let's have a look where it lives anyway. It's a bit of a bugger to get to on a Megane. So what you've got to do is you've got to take the windscreen wipers off. You have to take the whole sort of shroud, the whole slam panel off here. There's a metallic plate and panel underneath there, so you've got to take all that off. And basically where it comes at the bottom here, it sits right down the back of the engine, so you're going to have to get down to this area here. Now we'll try and shine a torch down here so we can just about see if we can get down there to see where it lives. You can just about see it at the top corner there. You might get a better view of it down here. So there it is. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. So you can see there's the sensor. So it just sits in the back of that casting, and obviously you can see it has there it is there, the squared, sort of goldy coloured squared end, and the wire comes up and around. Now when you come up here, previously the loom or the wire for it, which is it came up here, it tucked around here, and the plug, which is this brown one, is just down here. So the wire came around the bottom here, sort of where the torch is shining, and it was a right bloody pig actually to pull the wire back round. So now I've put the new one in. I've just made sure the grey cable, I've just put it around the back here. It's got some heat protection on it, but I'm going to probably just cable tie it up out of the way so it's not hanging on the back of the turbo. I'm going to melt it obviously otherwise. So that's that. So that's where we are in terms of around the back. You can see, look, there we go, it's coming down the back, this grey wire coming down around the back and going down there, and that's where it lives at the back. So you can see obviously the access where you have to get your hands down at the back here. It is fiddly and it is tight. It's one of them things that once you've cracked it off, it's easy to come out. But that basically, put that in. Now I've tested the vehicle, the message is gone. It's not showing check injection anymore. It's not showing restricted performance. It's not going into limp mode or anything like that. So that's the fix. Hope it helps. Alright, cheers, thanks for watching.